It was a cold Harmattan morning on the 15th of December 1970. The weather was rather harsh, but it is nothing compared to the warmth emanating from the hearts of Mr. Yohanna Jerega and Mrs. Esther Yekauya Yohanna, because a special gift had been given to them, a son. Bulus is the name he was given. Bulus Dauwa Yohanna was born in Vuroro in Agwara local government area of Niger State in Borgu area. The area was part of the diocese of Ilorin.
Why it's before the provision, I know my children. I have to do. I ride when I room.
At the time, education was a luxury that most people in the region didn't have. It took Bulus' father and uncle's courage and doggedness to ensure young Bulus went to school instead of herding cattle. Perhaps like young David before he became king, Bulus was a child of destiny.
Bishop kuma ni ne na sako na biyu yadda aka haihu. Akwai wanda ya bi shi kuma ya rasu, ni ne na zama sakon shi na biyu. Lokacin da aka haihu gaskiya lokacin nan cikin wasa muna tare. A lokacin da iyayenmu suka zo suka yi tunani aka sa shi makaranta. Amma lokacin nan yana zuwa gona tare da mu, yana kiwo. Duk aikin da aka samu muna yin shi tare da shi. Shi mutum ne wanda Allah ya ba yana da kwazo sosai. Lokacin da aka sa shi makaranta sai aka meshe ni kuma na kama mishi kiwo shanu. To lokacin nan gaskiya ya yi kokari. In ma ya samu hutu ne ya dawo kamar yadda da yana cikin gona ne. To hali Allah ya sa ya kare primary ya koma secondary.
Bulus was able to attend the local school management board LSMB from 1978 to 1983, where he received his primary education. While there, he lived with the SMA fathers at the mission house.
I happen to be of the same tribe as the bishop. And growing up, we were in neighboring parishes. While he was growing up in Agwara parish, I was growing up in Gufanti parish. We were what later came to be known as the mission boys, because we both grew up in the mission houses. Different mission houses. He was with the SMA fathers in Agwara, while I was with the SMA fathers in Gufanti.
Young Bulus himself was also dedicated to furthering his education as he pushed and continued his secondary education in Agwara from 1984 to 1988, while still living with the SMA fathers. This is where the virtues of simplicity, dedication, hard work, openness, and friendliness were cultivated in him. The same virtues that have become the trademark of his personality in ministry, leadership, and service.
Our bishop is such a wonderful person. I know him since I came to this town, as he started as a seminarian in the parish, as the first seminarian in the parish, until he became a priest and eventually became a bishop today. So he's somebody that has been known to me for the past, I think, almost 27 years.
Ni cook ne na Bishop Bulus Dauwa Yohanna. Na dai aiki da shi a shekaru masu dama yanzu. Ina da shekara kusan 11 kenan da shi yanzu. Bishop Bulus dai mutum ne mai kusanci da mutane da ma'aikatan shi, yana kusanci da mutanen shi, sannan duk wanda ke aiki da shi yana kokarin sanin damuwan shi. Sannan shi Bishop Bulus mai kokari ne ya ga da cewa ya faranta ma wanda yake aiki da shi zuciya. Shi wanda ne ba yana daukan kanshi da cewa ni bishop ne kai kuma ma'aikaci na ne, ba haka yake ba.
It wouldn't be an overstatement to say that the influence of the SMA fathers has greatly impacted the life of Bishop Bulus. Notable among the fathers is Father Timothy Joseph Carroll, SMA, who later became the Bishop of Kotangora Vicarate, and by divine providence, Bishop Bulus became his successor.
I suppose the thing that struck me most about Bishop Bulus was his ability with languages, and I'd like to say a little thing about the Canberra language and culture, which the Bishop has had a lot of input into. His predecessor was Bishop Timothy Carroll, and he started off with the translation of Canberra, making it into a written language and translating parts of the Bible and having literacy books. So Bishop Bulus is very strong on that still, and at the moment I know they're in the process of printing a New Testament in Canberra, which will make a huge difference to the people in at least having the Bible available in the New Testament in the Canberra language.
Be missionaries to yourselves. That was the statement that impacted Bishop Bulus so strongly that it made him resolve to be a diocesan priest. This statement was made by Pope Paul VI in Kampala, Uganda, in July 31st, 1969, at the Eucharist celebration of the closing session of the Symposium of African Bishops as an admonition to Africans. Bishop Bulus, who was just a young man at the time, took this statement to heart. This new resolve pushed Bishop Bulus to Ilorin in October 1989, where he started as a seminarian at the diocese there, then to Ekpoma, Edo State, for his spiritual year formation. From there, he went on to St. Peter and Paul Major Seminary, Bodija, Ibadan, Oyo State, where he studied philosophy and theology, completing his studies for the priesthood in 1997.
One memory moment I can remember was when he decided that he was going to go to the priesthood. Then we were small and I was wondering what does that mean. So since that time I never forgot until now that he's a priest and he's a bishop.
Da ya je ina gani bai wuce seminary shi bai wuce shekara 4 ba sai babanmu ya rasu. To kafin kuma baba ya rasu ya kira ni ya ga min cewa tunda kani na ba su kai karhi ba amma yayana kuma bai gida, kada ya nemi wani abu in muna da shi mu hana mishi, kada mu nuna cewa kaman bai cikin gida mu ce a'a ba za mu taimake shi ba, kuma insha Allah da ikon Allah Allah ya ba mu abubuwan da za mu ci gaba da makaranta.
Later on, in 2008, Bishop Bulus was sent for postgraduate studies at the Catholic Institute of West Africa, CIWA, Port Harcourt, River State, where he studied pastoral theology. He also obtained a licentiate degree, STL, in pastoral theology in 2011. Besides being a good man dedicated to the work of God, Bishop Bulus's passion for the academic pursuit never waned as he continued his studies even during his seminary studies, obtaining his bachelor's degree in philosophy from the University of Ibadan in 1994 and obtained his bachelor's degree in religious studies from the University of Ibadan in 1997.
Bishop Bulus is most interested in, I suppose, primarily in the spread of the gospel among his people, but that through the development of his people in their intellectual development through education.
Our bishop is unique because a lot of people are also benefiting from him. in terms of educational sponsorship, parishioners, in terms of education, like I said. In the diocese, we have a lot of schools owned by the church, and that also improved the life and standard of people, both in the rural area and even in Kontagora.
He has a good number of students in the school on scholarship.
As if to say he will be ever grateful for the way in which he was brought up to this level, from this system of having young people from the hinterland come to the city or to the town to go to school. He has continued in that tradition in which young people who have no opportunities are in the villages, in the hinterland, are brought in, and a hostel is built for them, boys and girls, boys hostels, girls hostel, where they are able to go to our best schools and obtain education.
The journey of Bishop Bulus in the diocese is one that is both awe-inspiring and humbling at the same time. Bishop Bulus was transferred to the prefecture of Kontagora after its creation and the installation of Monsignor Timothy Joseph Carroll, SMA, in 1996, where he became the first seminarian of the prefecture. In one short year, he was ordained a deacon alongside his classmates from the Diocese of Ilorin on December 5, 1997, at St. Joseph's Cathedral, Ilorin, by Bishop Ayo Maria Atoyebi OP, the Bishop of Ilorin Diocese. The following year, on January 10, 1998, Bishop Bulus was ordained a priest for the prefecture of Kontagora by Bishop Ayo Maria at St. Joseph's Catholic Church, Agwara, Niger State.
The time Bishop became a priest was the first Cambarian man in Kontagora Diocese to be a priest. I have no doubt about it. When he was ordained, January 10th, ordained as a priest. My late chairman, Jerry, and I left here to Agwara. We went and spent the night there. On the ordination day, Saturday, I observed something. There was a radiant shining on his forehead. I was very close to my chairman. I said, Chairman, you observe something? He said, my secretary, principal, I have seen it. I know you have seen it. There is great hope on this man, young man.
After his priestly ordination, Bishop Bulus served extensively in Kontagora between 1998 and 2002, ministering at St. Michael's Cathedral as an associate priest and as an administrator during that time. A major mission for Bishop Bulus during his period was the evangelism efforts to the rural outstations of the cathedral, as a result of which 3 new parishes were created from St. Michael's Cathedral alone, namely St. Peter's, Bobby in 2001, St. Mary Magdalene, Tungangeru, 2002, and St. Mark's, Nsanji, Nkoso in 2003. His exemplary personality and leadership were on full display as he became the pioneer and the first parish priest of St. Mark's Catholic Church in Nsanji, Nkoso, where he served till 2008. During this time, evangelism was a major priority.
The bishop, like I said, is somebody we have come to realize that he's really doing what he was called to do. And we are so impressed with the passion with which he is pursuing his calling. He's a bishop that is so dedicated to his duty, with the attributes like dedication, commitment, rugged evangelism, as in rural evangelism. Since he came on board, He has increased. There are more parishes now. Tungajero, example, Tungajero, and all of that. We have more parishes.
In 2020, Pope Francis elevated the Apostolic Vicariate of Kotangora to the status of a diocese and appointed Bishop Bulus the Bishop of Kotangora Diocese in spite of a global pandemic. However, due to the pandemic and insecurity, the canonical erection of the diocese and the installation of Bishop Bulus was delayed until 2 years after. On June 16, 2022, Bishop Bulus was confirmed as the Bishop of Kotangora Diocese at the St. Michael's Cathedral, Kotangora.
If we were to speak about what Bishop Bulus has achieved completely, we'd be here for the next 30 minutes at least. Briefly, we can divide the history of the diocese maybe into about 3 parts. The coming of the first missionaries, then the creation of the prefecture of Kotangora, and then the first indigenous bishop, Bishop Bulus, Bishop of Kotangora. So he has achieved so much as a priest when he worked here as a priest, and now as a bishop. The development in the diocese is just every day there's more development, there's opening more parishes, there's bringing new initiatives. The way he looks after his priests with vehicles and with assistance in whatever way he can. He's constantly striving to help the diocese in every way he can.
He is a person that is a pace setter, the person that draws crowd. Anywhere he is, you see people following.
Bishop Bulus, through the years, has served the church in many capacities. He was the coordinator of Justice Development and Peace Commission, JDPC, Kotangora Prefecture, from 1999 to 2008. He was the chairman, Integrated Development Commission, IDC, Kotangora Prefecture, from 2000 to 2008. He served as the Treasurer/Financial Secretary, Health/Justice and Peace Commission, Kaduna Ecclesiastical Province, from 2003 to 2008. He also served as Chairman, Council of Priests, Kotangora Vicariate, from 2003 to 2008.
He's very passionate about justice and peace, Bishop Bulus, and you can say he initiated justice and peace in the diocese, and he has seen firsthand in his own life the exploitation of the Canberra people through their lack of education. So he's been very, very strong in promoting education, but also in promoting, in setting up the Justice and Peace group in the diocese, employing lawyers and trying to encourage people to follow due process in looking for help with their matters.
Bishop Bulus, in more recent times, has served as chairman, Pontifical Mission Societies, Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria, CBCN, from 2018 to 2022. Chairman, Health/Justice, Development and Peace Commission, Kaduna Ecclesiastical Province, from 2019 to date. The Coordinator, Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, Kotangora Branch, October 2021 to May 2022. Chairman, Migrants and Refugees Commission, Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria, CBCN, 2022 to date. And on the 12th of May, Bishop Bulus was elected Chairman, Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, Niger State Chapter.
Since becoming bishop, he has been given a lot of responsibilities at the level of the Catholic Bishops Association. I know he has been chairman of the PMS, Pontifical Mission Societies. He's been chairman, I think he's still chairman of the migrants and the refugees. He's chairman of some other societies like that the CBN has given to him a responsibility. And as a young bishop, if he's doing all of that, I know it's because they see the talent, the zeal that he has. To crown it all, towards the end of last year, he was elected the CAN chairman of Niger State. He started by being chairman of Kontagora local government, but then soon after that, he was elected as CAN chairman of Niger State, and that again is a very heavy responsibility. I don't know how he manages it as a bishop and as CAN chairman. You know, this has to do with ecumenism, where you have various churches. He's not as bishop of the Catholic diocese, where his concern is with Catholics. Now it is bigger. The responsibility is heavier because he's dealing with various denominations of Christianity in the entire state.
After we observed there is need to have a Christian's permanent home, permanent resting place, burial ground, he quickly told the Reverend Father in charge, who was, I think, his father-in-law, that he should by all means look for land and buy it where there will be burying Christians, Catholics in general. And he purchased a land at Lamba, where St. Luke is now. I really appreciated what Bishop did on that. One of my teachers in the primary school, Mr. Dominic Baturi, he was dancing. He knows now where he will rest after he died.
Bishop Bulus has not neglected his training as a farmer. His passion for farming still takes him to the fields till this very day, and he works with his family, sometimes on the farm.
Duka tufantu ina bachigi duka utafanya katu ina bachigi duka utafanya katu panchiga nchitu ina bajinchiga namba.
Bishop Bulus is involved in many projects in his locality, ranging from education for the youth to water supply and even health services, with a hospital presently under construction.
Bishop ya gina mana bohol kashi 4 na unguwarmu, kuma bohol din gaskiya ya taimaka mana. Da ruwan da muke sa da to tun da mun bar sha mun koma sa bohol din, gaskiya mun ji dadi. Sannan ya koma yanzu ya gina mana asibiti, amma asibiti ba yi da gama shi ba takum. Amma gaskiya nan kadan an gama shi, gaskiya muna jin dadi saboda yanzu muna wahala zuwa nisa. Yaro ya rasa lafiya mu dauka mu kai nisa, in babba ne haka to abu ya jama cikin gida, ai kaga abi ya jama taimako. Da an dauka gida ne ba wani wahala ba, sai an bi masin ba, kuma ko kana da kudi ko ba kudi sai ai maka sayar da ka samu kudi ka biya tun da gida ne. Gaskiya mun gode ma Bishop.
Most Reverend Bulus Dauwa Yohanna, as we rejoice with you today on earth, may the heavens celebrate you as well.
Kubana lafia, kubona lafia, unamu follow.
I want to say congratulations to Bishop Bulus Yohanna for attaining 25 years as a priest. It's a big feast for one to be in the priesthood and to attain that number of years as a priest. And I'm wishing that someday he will be celebrating the Golden Jubilee for that matter. And God willing, we shall be celebrating if we are alive.
I just continue to pray that God grants him the wisdom, the zeal to continue to do the work, the good work that he's doing as Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Kontagora, and now until his term ends as CAN Chairman of Niger State.
Good 25 years well spent, and I'm happy that I've been part of these 25 years on a continuous basis. What I will say to our Bishop is to congratulate him for God seeing him this far, and also wish him more wisdom, knowledge, and grace to continue with the good work that he's already doing.
Fatanmu da alheri Ubangijin Allah ya ci gaba da buɗe mishi hanya. Allah ya kare shi duk inda zai shiga, Ubangijin Allah ya kare shi.
I wish him success and God's guide. May he be protected from the hands of the devil. I won't say the enemy, hands of the devil. But if you don't have enemies, you are not a human being.
For his 25th anniversary, we are thanking God for the life given to him. And we are begging God that God should give him life, let him give him the health and the wisdom to follow their face and the tasks ahead of him.
Thank you, Bishop Bulus